Indian golfer Anirban Lahiri, who's featuring in the marquee FedEx playoffs on the PGA Tour yet again, is joining me to talk about his chances. Anirban, congratulations for making the FedEx playoffs. You've been in this position a few times before, but this is, of course, your first time in 2 years. So would it be safe to say that this is a good return to form for you?
Yeah, definitely. It's a sense of familiarity. There's a sense of belonging. Definitely, I've been, like you mentioned, I've been in the playoffs a bunch of times, so it's nice to be back. Also, kind of gets me focused on what I need to do moving forward. And it's a testament to, having gotten through all the challenges and all the obstacles that I've had to face, I think the last 18 months. So yeah, it definitely gives me a sense of pride. But it's only the first step. There's still a long ways to go in the playoffs, and I want to stay focused on what I need to do next.
And those challenges have included getting a bad bout of COVID and recovering from that. And I think it was also this week, 6 years ago, when you registered your best finish in a major, the PGA Championships in 2015. So that would also be a good reminder.
Yes, you're right. That was a while ago. It was 6 years ago at Whistling Straits. One of my better events of my career. Very memorable. But yeah, when you see those things, you kind of know what you can do. And that also helps you to refocus and believe in your own self.
Yes, absolutely. That can serve as an inspiration. So I want to ask you, how do you feel going into the playoffs? Your best finish has been a 51 place finish. Obviously, you would aim to go further till the very final event. So how confident are you feeling about your form?
Well, the good thing is I'm playing well. I think that's the one thing that you need to know and believe going into the playoffs. You can have a really good year and come into the playoffs not playing your best. And a lot of times, you build momentum going into the playoffs. If you look at my season, I've had a couple of my better finishes in the last 60 days. I feel like I'm playing well. Even when I feel like I've played poorly, I've still managed to hang in there and play 4 days and stay with the group. So definitely that's a huge positive. Going into the playoffs, feeling like I'm playing well. Coming back to Liberty National, the last time I played was the President's Cup,
right,
in 17, and I have a lot of good memories from that week as well. So I need to have my A game. This is one of the best fields in golf, if not the best fields outside of the majors. So I know that I'm going to have to go out and play my best. But I know that if I do, I will get deeper in the playoffs.
Finally, I just want to ask you about the aftermath of the Olympics in India. You've seen what Aditya Ashok did and how it brought the conversation back to golf. So anytime any of you guys do well, that's the impact that we see. Just a thought on that.
Yeah, I think this was actually one of the conversations I had with the journalists when I was in Tokyo. And it was about, people like Aditi, Shubhankar, Gaganjeet, myself, the 4 or 5 golfers who've been, playing internationally on the higher levels. I think it's our responsibility, all of us collectively, to keep doing well consistently. Aditi obviously played brilliantly at Tokyo, and we saw the huge, difference it made in terms of visibility for golf. If I go out and I play really well in the playoffs, that'll be another kind of boost. And then, if Shubhankar does the same thing in 2 or 3 weeks at a big European Tour event, that'll be the same thing. I think the problem is when none of us do anything significant for 6, 8, 9 months, is that the visibility goes down. It's like all of us, it's our collective responsibility to keep playing well. Between the 4, 5, 6 of us, if we keep doing well, then the spotlight keeps coming back to golf. And if it consistently keeps staying on golf, regardless of who it is or where it is or what event it is, that's when the sport starts growing. You don't want the sport to go out of the limelight for 12, 18 months, and then it'll be like, oh, nothing's really happened in the sport. Where the reality is that Aditi's been here for 5 years. I'm finishing up my 7th season on the PGA Tour.
Right.
These are not easy things to do in any case. But the thing is, that's not going to be in the spotlight unless we win or unless we contend or unless we're in there on a Sunday and in the mix. And I think that's what all of us have to keep doing more consistently for the game to grow at the same consistency. Otherwise, you see one big spurt, and then it dies down, and then nothing happens for a while. So I think that's what I feel personally all of us need to keep doing.
Well, there are a few very important weeks coming up for Indian golf all around. You've got 3 big events lined up. All the very best for that.
Thanks, Shivani. Take care.